Now at 5, inflation's impact. As Northeast Ohio farmers get ready for planting season, they're getting hit with sky-high costs. The U.S. Department of Agriculture says most fertilizer prices have more than doubled from a year ago. The cost of seed and diesel are also going up, and those higher costs will be passed on to you.
Building your dream home is also becoming more expensive. Right now, builders across the country are struggling to keep new homes affordable during supply chain and inflation problems. The U.S. Census Bureau says home construction costs are up 17.5% from 2020 to 2021. It's the largest one-year jump since 1970.
But it's not all bad. The average price of gas is dropping in Ohio. According to AAA gas, $3.86 a gallon today. That's a drop of 10 cents from a week ago and more than 20 cents from a month ago.
Well, with expenses going up each month, but the same salary coming in, many people are already or planning to re-examine their budgets.
Yeah, streaming services, stopping for morning coffee or spa days, all of those are on the chopping block. News 5 anchor Mike Brookbank talked to a pair of economists today who both say now is the time to start looking at your budget.
The battle against rising inflation being fought on two fronts. First, consumers, trying to find the money to cover increased costs. We see that impact on the savings rate, which now sits below pre-pandemic levels.
So people have apparently run through their savings.
The second front, the Federal Reserve, which is turning to interest rate hikes to curb our spending and slow the economy.
Essentially 70% of the U.S. economy is driven by workers bringing home a paycheck, but then spending that paycheck back into the economy. So if that slows, the economy slows, and recession becomes an issue.
Kurt Rankin, a senior economist with PNC Financial Services, tells me job creation in leisure and hospitality in Northeast Ohio is among the worst in the country right now, which actually may be a saving grace if the U.S. enters recession territory in 2023.
The fact that Northeast Ohio has lagged a bit, maybe that provides a bit of a cushion that if there is a slowdown, there's not as much to pull back on.
Regardless, Rankin, along with other economists, predict a series of stressors will surface that will impact personal budgets in the coming months.
You may be seeing it in your mortgage rates, so mortgage rates are beginning to rise. You might be seeing it in the credit card debt that you're paying as your credit card debt goes up. And you may see it with your employer deciding to not borrow money to continue to grow.
Michael Goldberg, with the Weatherhead School of Management at Case Western, says this is a good time to crunch the numbers when it comes to your budget.
I think there are these moments that we as individuals are taking a look at how we're spending our resources.
While it may be tempting to maintain your level of spending in an economic downturn by swiping credit cards, Kurt Rankin advises against it.
Interest rates are rising now, and they're going to continue to rise.
Both Rankin and Goldberg tell me the implication of rising interest rates will be felt a year to a year and a half from now, which could mean a slowdown in mid-2023. Reporting in Cleveland, Mike Brookbank, News 5.
All right, thanks so much, Mike. And increasing inflation is hitting families hard right now, especially in the grocery store. Kara Blackman says she had to stop buying some food items like packaged seafood because prices have gotten so high. And it doesn't just impact her at home. This caterer says she has to pay more to cover her services and needs to charge more to make up those costs.
Some people don't want to pay that, and so that means your business goes down, and everything, and you don't get as much business, not unless you just have the true customers that want to pay for, what you offer them.
Blackman says she's also had to scale back on the treats she gets for her grandkids at the store. Instead of picking them up 2 or 3 snacks, she'll just pick one.
Now, families are not the only ones feeling the pinch right now. The organizations that help those in need, they are feeling this right now, too. The Akron-Canton Regional Food Bank says after a pandemic surge in hunger, government programs kicked in and there were fewer people in need of food assistance. But now with inflation skyrocketing, the need is back on the rise and food banks are also suffering hardships. At a recent national conference in Kentucky, Food Bank President Dan Flowers says all of his counterparts had the same problems.
It's harder to find food donations. The food that we have to buy costs more. It takes longer to get it in. And we're starting to see an increase in the number of people that are coming in as a result of inflation and higher income.
Flowers says this is the biggest shortage of food donations he's seen in his 25-year career. Now, you're going to want to brace yourself for inflation to continue to soar, folks. Tomorrow, we'll get a new report on the Consumer Price Index, and it likely won't be pretty. According to U.S. News and World Report, it's estimated that inflation dropped 8.4% last month compared to March of 2021. Now, that's even higher than the 7.9% hike we saw in February. The rise from month to month is expected to be 1.2%, a record for the recent era.